Hi, good morning, and welcome to Messages from Spirit. I'm Reverend Janice Chrysler, and I will be your guide on this journey. Today, I'm using once again my Goddess Speaks Oracle cards. These are cards that I designed a few years ago to use in my private readings, and I was fortunate enough that my daughter, who is an artist, created the artwork on here. Thank you, Christina Chrysler. So, what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to choose 3 cards and I'll hold them up to you and allow your intuition to guide you to choose which card speaks to you. Now, I just had a card fall on the floor, and I always save those cards because I feel that they're meant to be read today as well. So I'm not even going to look at what they are. I'm going to just leave them to the side, and when I do the collective reading at the end, I put all the cards together to make a weekly reading for all of us. So are you ready? Let's get going. I will shuffle the cards. And what I'm doing in my heart and my mind, I ask that we receive a message for the higher good for those who are watching here, whether it's the day that it's being done or a week from now. If you're guided to listen to and choose a card, that's for you too. All right, card number 1. I'll show them again in a moment. So, card number 2. Don't overthink it. Just what one do you think? Oh, I think that's card speaking to me. And if you have a couple of them that seem to be calling your name, make sure you stick around to see what the collective reading is at the end, and it may make sense to you then. Card number 3. Okay, let's go through that once more. Here's card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. And remember that I have 2 extra cards that were drawn too, and I'll show those to you at the end. All right, for those of you who drew card number 1, you have the energy of the crone. Remember, the crone is the one who has been the maiden, has been the mother, and has gained wisdom and experience over the years. So she's telling you that she has learned that no matter how chaotic things may seem at the time, you need to allow yourself time for stillness. It is in that stillness that the answers to your questions will come to you, especially through meditation. Having those times when you're just take yourself away from everyone else, even if I feel that some of you are caregivers and you might be starting to feel overloaded. And you say, well, I don't have time to do that. I'd love to just have a few moments to myself, but I don't feel like I can. Well, you need to do that, even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes. Step outside, take those deep breaths, feel yourself relaxing, and take those moments to really connect to yourself. What is it that you need at this moment in time? And it might feel like a lot of things are going on, but it's in the stillness that you will discover your answers. You have to have that sense of peace and well-being, and it only comes from allowing yourself that time, even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes. Give that self to yourself. I found once that, and it may sound crazy, I was already getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work, but I started getting up at 4:45, and that is when I would meditate. And I found that 15 minutes gave me so much peace of mind and focus for my day. And that sort of thing too, you can do for yourself. Getting up that little bit earlier, or just like I said, etching out some time for yourself. This is the time, and you will discover the answers to your questions in that stillness. Now, the ones that chose card number 2, you chose the mother energy, and she's talking about birth and rebirth. When we think of the mother energy, we do think of someone who gives birth, creates, nurtures, the motherly energy. So today she's talking about birth, rebirth. So you've been thinking about doing something, creating something. It's almost, I feel that some of you have like a new adventure that you've been putting off. Now's the time. This week is the time to put your thoughts and words into action. It's time to give birth to those ideas, to those plans. The rebirth, what that means is sometimes it's not so much about something completely new, but something you've been doing, but lately it isn't working. It needs to be redone. You need to give it rebirth. It doesn't mean you give up totally on an idea. It's step back and objectively look at it. What's working? What's not? What can I do to tweak this? Especially if you really feel it's something that you want to do, need to do, meant to do. Times change, people change, opportunities change. So, is there a way that you can rework that idea into being a workable, doable, and creative aspect in your life right now? Both of those indicate whether it's birth, something completely new, or rebirth, revamping something that you've done from the past and it's time to bring it back in a new light. Both of them are about creating something, about um, introducing something new to in your life. And like I said before, it doesn't have to be completely new. It could be something that is reworked, redone, giving it rebirth. It's time to bring it back. A lot of times we have ideas, maybe when we're younger, or just even just, well, we're younger a year ago, but just a while ago, and the time wasn't right to bring that creation forward. But you're being told now is. So don't totally give up on those ideas, on those projects that you wanted to do. Think about it now. Is this the time? Would this week be a time to put the wheels in more motion to bring that into your life? Number 3, we have the maiden. We've got all 3 energies here today. Now, the maiden, she's new. She's got questions, she has ideas. She doesn't know how to make them work, but she'd like to try some. So it seems like, in keeping with all of this, today, like the maiden energy is telling us that this week for you is get some new ideas going. I feel like sometimes we get on that treadmill or in that hamster wheel going around and around and around, but we're not really getting anywhere. So it's time to maybe stop, get off of that wheel for a while, and get coming up with some new ideas that will help to improve your situation, will to get that project moving forward. It's very similar to the mother energy, in only you're the one with the new ideas. It's something brand new. You might not know how you're going to make it work yet, but get the ideas out there. It's time to, I guess, walk the walk. You've been doing the talk, so now it's time to do it. So if you've been talking about even things around your home that, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I can relate to that one. Stop talking about it and put the wheels in motion to get things going. And don't be afraid of new ideas either. Sometimes I feel there's some of you who've been holding on to this idea or this desire that you have, and you're almost trying to talk yourself out of it, yet it's still there. Don't be afraid of it. Go ahead and do something new. And sometimes we need to talk it out. I know I quite often will have ideas in my head, and I'll just say, "Well, I'm going to say this out loud and see what it sounds like," because sometimes when it comes out, it isn't maybe quite what I want. But you don't know until you try that, right? So this is the time for those new ideas. Now, let us see where this all brings us. Now, if you've been following right from card 1 through to card 3, you may see there's a pattern developing here, and I always find that is so awesome when that happens, because now the collective message for us is as follows. The very first card I drew, if you recall, was the mother energy, or the crone energy, talking about remembering time for stillness. That's your main theme for the week. Etch some time where you can, even whether it's just to go for a walk, even in the morning, if you have gardens and stuff and you're out working in your garden, use that even as your time of stillness with the purpose and intent, not of just weeding, but of thinking of things you're grateful for, of taking those deep breaths, of allowing your body to relax. All right, this is the time. This is the main message for all of us for this week, is to find times of stillness. Why do we need that? Because in that stillness, new ideas are going to come to us. And from those new ideas, we will receive the guidance on how to bring those ideas to creation, to birth them. And I do feel a lot of this is to do with rebirthing. It's to do with there's something that you've wanted to do, there's a purpose, there's a desire within you. You're not sure what it is. Take that time of stillness and some new ideas will come to you how to live that purpose. And that was one of the cards that fell. The mother is saying it's time to walk your walk, to sometimes we think we're doing that, and we are doing that, but a time comes in our life when we need a new direction. We need to follow our path and fulfill our purpose by doing something different or doing something in a different way. What is the result of all of this? The mother card, abundance. Now, does that mean you finally thought of that get rich quick scheme? Maybe. Abundance has a lot of meanings, so it's not just about money. It is also about feeling as though you're fulfilling your purpose. Since the two of these came together, that is what I'm being instructed to put the meaning of it together. The two of these go together. If you find and discover and accept your purpose, from that you will discover abundance. And abundance will mean more in a spiritual abundance, in that you will feel as though you are living your purpose, that you are fulfilling your path. And it's that feeling of doing something that you're meant to do. So this week, don't ignore those new ideas that come to you, those opportunities that will present themselves where you can pursue those ideas and give birth or rebirth to them. But remember, the stillness is important. Don't ignore or put off those 5 or 10 minutes even to allow yourself that time to think. This is about you. This is about you fulfilling your own purpose so that you can feel that abundance. You can feel that fulfillment in your life. Wishing you a wonderful week. I hope this helped you. I always love to read your comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video and check out the rest of them on my channel. There's lots of meditations there. If you need help with your stillness, I'm sure you'll find something there in over 400 videos. Thank you for joining me and have a beautiful day. Namaste.